I didn't really get to know Ray for some time. This was largely due to the fact that I was always busy doing other things. We always are. Ray's a quiet sort of bloke. Likes to keep to himself and choose his own friends. Doesn't like people imposing themselves upon other people. This is Ray. He doesn't like the situation he's in at the moment. One time a load of us went down to the pub, the New Hampton. You've probably never heard of it. Janet, Steve, Mike, John, Ray. Oh yeah, and Craig turned up eventually. A bit of a disagreement broke out between Ray and Craig. I'm not sure quite what started it, but something to do with Janet, and Craig had offended Janet in some way. Ray was really angry at this and threatened Craig. A bit of a scuffle broke out. Something you see all the time. It's one of those occasions when a lot of pushing and shouting goes on. Just a disagreement. The reason behind it didn't matter anymore. He was the first person to back down. Pride. Ray threatened Craig and stormed out. We're all a bit surprised because I'd never seen Ray act like this before. One of those things you see all the time. Craig, who Ray had threatened, obviously didn't want to leave the pub in case Ray was waiting outside. So I decided to go out first and check. He was waiting there all right, pacing up and down and really angry. I tried to calm him down, but he wouldn't have it. Eventually everybody came out the pub. Craig wasn't anywhere to be seen. I was walking slightly ahead with him. Suddenly he turned round and slapped Stephen across the face, knocking his glasses to the floor. I immediately pushed him back. Don't push me. Just a disagreement. Stephen hadn't been hit very hard at all. However, Janet was very upset at all this. I hadn't really thought about the incident that much until a couple of weeks later. Not that it's unusual for someone to act that way. People mouthing off at each other. Not a brawl, just somebody being pushed about, people getting upset a bit. We went to visit Ray one Saturday. Saturday afternoon is visiting day at St Margaret's Hospital just outside Wolverhampton. These are some photographs of Ray and some of the people at St Margaret's. St Margaret's is the kind of place you hear stories about. People banging their heads against walls. Large wards with only one or two staff to look after the people there. Ray gets an injection in his leg every day. He doesn't know what the medication is. Neither do I. Funny thing is, Ray quite likes it there. See, he's at the top of the hierarchy there. He's in quite a good ward. So he can get what he wants, push people about a bit. One of those things you see all the time. Ray's out of the hospital now, back into the hostel where he was before. He dislikes the hostel. He dislikes having to live with people at close quarters, eating in large groups, no privacy, being told what to do all the time, bussed out to centres, training centres to work every day. Training centres where they learn to stick sticky labels onto packets, chop wood for a few pounds a week.